Hi everybody, how you doing today? It's me, Jesse. Welcome to my channel. Today I have an awesome, healthy gardening video for you. What are we doing, you ask? We are going to be repotting some really cool plants. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and let's get to it. The first plant that we're going to be potting up is this beautiful variegated Eureka lemon. This is a pink lemon. Do you see these leaves, how awesome they look? And do you see these flowers? These are buds that are getting ready to bloom. Isn't that something else? The variegated pink Eureka lemon makes a lemon whose peel looks just like these fancy leaves. And on the inside, it's a pink lemon. But once the lemon gets very ripe, that pinkness fades away on the inside. And on the outside, the variegation also fades away and turns into a yellow lemon. The best time to eat the variegated pink lemon is while the skin is still variegated. Then it's pretty sweet. The sourness sets in when the lemon turns yellow. And now let's get to repotting. Ooh, this thing has been here for a while. Look at this. Man, look at those roots. You see how those roots are already growing out of the bottom of the pot? We're going to tamp this down a little bit from the sides and see if we can't get her out of there. Let's roll it. Man, she's been in here a while. Let me show you those roots one more time. Look at how those roots are. So this particular tree is a little bit root bound. It's in a 1 gallon pot, and it has been going crazy in here. You know, because this tree is so root bound, we're gonna have to cut it out of the pot. An easy way to do that is if you take some pruning shears and carefully get in there and cut down there. This pot is actually a pretty good pot. It's stronger than a lot of nursery pots. Now you want to get down there from more than one angle. So I'm going to do 3 angles. And as I mentioned, it's a little bit root bound. But despite being root bound, this tree is extremely healthy. And that's something about citrus. Citrus actually like to get root bound from time to time. Most healthy potted citrus that you see, a little bit of root binding actually helps them in their growth. So let's rip this open. Can you see those roots down there? You see those roots? It's a little bit root bound, which means it is time for it to be up potted. Let's see where it's sticking at, where it doesn't want to come out of the pot. Oh, there we go. And with our pruning shears, we cut a little bit into the roots in this section, but there's more than plenty of roots to go around. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're putting it into a larger pot. When you repot, you want to try to make your trunk as straight as possible. In the last pot, it was growing a little sideways, so I'm just going to angle that up a little bit. Now I have my own special potting mix that I use. It's full of organic material. It is a soilless mixture. You can use things like cocoa floor, which I often use. You can buy a potting mix with perlite. But here's just a nice, well-draining, organic potting mix that I'm using. I'm using another pot to get that transferred into this spot. But now we're going into a 5-gallon from a 1-gallon. You can go to a 3-gallon from here, but I'm just going to go ahead to a 5-gallon, and this variegated pink lemon will live in this pot probably for another 2 to 3 years. If you read your instructions when you get your potted citrus from the nursery, oftentimes they will suggest, those instructions will suggest that you leave the pot, you leave the citrus tree in the same pot for 2 years to 4 years, depending on the size of the pot when you get it. Most people are not aware of that. Most people get their citrus and immediately want to repot it or replant it, but that's not always the best advice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that in here. Now where we are in Texas, it's March and we are having an unexpected freeze that's coming through here. Tonight it's going to be freezing and tomorrow night it's going to be freezing. So I'm up potting this before I move it into the garage, because it's going to spend the next couple of days in the garage, and then hopefully it'll be outdoors for the rest of the season after that. I'm going to go ahead and finish potting up this plant, but I would like for you to have an awesome time gardening. Maybe you can find some healthy plants to pot up or put in the ground. Until then, happy, healthy gardening. Bye.